offense. So regardless of what direction you go in between the quarterbacks, it's not looking great for the Steelers quarterback, quote unquote, competition. As you look at the numbers through the first few weeks of the preseason, how does this make you feel, gentlemen, about the quarterback situation as we see it unfolding in Pittsburgh?
Well, you guys know I've said for weeks, I think Fields is going to start week one.
Yeah.
And a lot of that had to do with Russell Wilson being injured at the time. But right now, it's just not working for either of them.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a starter now, you'd go with Fields because he brings more to the field, so to speak. Like, he can just do more. But there was a point of debate over the weekend and a point of controversy having to do with one play that Justin Fields was involved in, a big play, and one of the biggest reasons they didn't score any points. Roll the play. Fields is going to throw deep to the end zone, and it's going to be a miss. And he's going to go to this wide receiver, TJ Luther, who has been a practice squad guy around the league. And it's just this awkward timing thing. And, you know, the armchair quarterback's take was TJ Luther jumps 50 feet in the air, and the throw is so inaccurate that he still can't catch it. And I completely disagree. I think it was really strange at the end of the play, the way he kind of stopped running and jumped. And take my advice for it if you want, but maybe take the greatest set of hands to ever play the game. Chris Carter was tweeting about this. Not a good route by the wide receiver. Hesitates on the post move and loses his momentum. He came in and tried to shut the conversation down. That's Uncle Chris, who's an old friend of ours. And everyone's just destroying Fields for the throw. And Chris Carter's like, no, a terrible route. He completely ruined it at the end of the play. So we can nitpick the throw all you want. We're just not going to – I'm not saying that Justin Fields is Steve Young in terms of accuracy, but I'm just not going to sit here and watch the crucifixion of him for throwing one bad pass and everybody thinks it was the worst pass of his career. I don't think it was. I think there was bad chemistry and bad finishing by the receiver. And more importantly, like, where's Russell Wilson's one that he just missed? Like, he just didn't have it. He wasn't looking like any of the old Russ magic. I don't think he's that guy. I think Fields will start week one, and I think he should.
I see it differently. I mean, Russ was 8 of 10. But yes, he didn't have a lot of the, scoring and whatever and the rest that we're used to seeing. But I will say this. That offensive line can't block for nothing. I mean, they were after Russ. And Russ is not the same, doesn't have the same mobility that we saw in past. I mean, so when you're under this constant duress, it's hard to show what you can do. You know what I mean? But I think just like what we're seeing with the Raiders, in that Antonio Pierce decided that he was going to go with the known factor, not the upside. And he decided to choose Gardner Minshew. Now, I happen to be on the Aiden O'Connell side of this, and where I think that, they should have given him the opportunity because the upside.
In that sense, you think they choose Russ?
No, but I think in this situation, that logic applies, that you want to go with the quarterback who you know what he's capable of doing. We don't know what Justin Fields is capable of doing. And with that line, I would rather have a Russell Wilson than I would want a Justin Fields in this situation. I mean, that line, if you watch and look, I'm like, yo, man, these dudes can't block a thing.
Well, don't we want the faster runner then? Like, just get the hell out of there? I mean, Fields just played behind some bad lines.
But I mean, you can only run for so much. That's not an effective offense, right? Yeah. You can only run for so much.
I think you're trying to speak life into the ghost of Russell Wilson, though, that was playing on Seahawks teams that were excellent defensively, and their run game was so dynamic. The Steelers' defense is really good, but, like, Jaylen Warren might be hurt now, for the next couple weeks. Got a hamstring injury. Najee Harris just hasn't been the running back we thought he needed to be, past 5 yards the past couple of years. So I disagree with you that we're trying to breathe life into the Russell Wilson experience, like thinking that he is going to come back to us. We have this whole list, and Kyle does this great job of quarterbacks that on their third team, they had an awkward second chapter on their third team it clicks. I think we might have to start creating a list of guys that it just didn't happen on that third try. It's not good.
Well, I think we can agree on this. Like, it's also time. It's time to announce a starter. The Raiders just did it. Everyone's doing it. They have one preseason game left. It's next Saturday against Detroit. Like, do you really want to let it go that far and you're going to do this again where they both play? I mean, Fields just threw 23 passes. Like, there was a big workout for them. So I feel like this is the week for Tomlin to announce it. I feel like that was Russ's night to get it, and I don't think he did.
Yeah, they're going. First off, it's one preseason game. I don't count what he did with the Broncos. Sure. That was just a whatever. But it's one preseason game. They're going with Russell Wilson.
Wow,
I would be shocked. Mike Tomlin, listen to me.
All right, I'm just going to save this clip. Go.
Russell Wilson. Mike, you know me. Russell Wilson. That's all I'm saying.
This is going to be great.
I know.
But Mike, you don't know me at all. We've never met. Justin Fields. That's all I'm saying. You don't know me. Maybe never will meet. Justin Fields. We'll play one of these clips back soon.
Mike.